second time was when Emily was like, no, something's happening, and really advocated for me. So I got
She's like, I know my husband.
Yeah. So
something's messed up.
Because like I was like limping in my day-to-day life trying to get into the car. She's like, why are you limping? I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Whoa.
And then we went to the hospital, and that's when they gave me a CAT scan, MRI. They did everything, and they ran tests, and then they were like, well, they saw that I was in an MS attack because they could see that the contrast in the MRI was picking up, meaning like it was lighting up. I like to say it was like lighting up like the 4th of July because you could see my brain and it was lighting up on my spine. It was lighting up. Anyway, that's what really started. So then I had to get a neurologist on Oahu, and I would go back and they put me on like prednisone and other kinds of like steroids and stuff.
Rest stop? Oh, rest stop.
Is that the next gas station?
Yeah, it's just the next thing for the next like 30 miles.
We want snacks.
But that's a rest area. We're gonna
Oh,
go.
never mind.
I had to pee, but that's okay.
Well, that
You want me
wait,
to go
rest
here?
area.
Well, I think it's past.
Oh no.
It's too late.
Oh no. Poor Katie.
Poor Katie.
Okay.
It's harder for
I
you
can't
to
really
pee in
get
a
away
cup.
with peeing in the cup.
I could just pull over, but no, that'd be ridiculous. I didn't know you needed to pee.
It's okay.
Well,
We could just wait or just see what's up.
watch for workers.
Watch for workers.
So, okay, so you went to Oahu and
So I
you
went to Oahu
neurologist.
and I got a neurologist, and she was like, well, we're going to call it a post-COVID infection because we don't want to get you on MS meds yet because
Right.
it'll be hard to get you off. And I was like, oh, dear.
jeez.
But that's when I was like, you might have MS. And then, whatever, 6 months go by, and I was fine. I bounced back. I was walking miles, selling halos on the beach, and it was fine. I go back to Oahu to get like an MRI, and I was feeling great. And then I remember I walked into Sarah Grainer, I believe is the neurologist, and we sat down, and she was going over the reviews, and she's like, you have MS. And I remember that day like it was just yesterday. I broke down crying. I was like, it was so like, and I was like alone. I was like, what? I really thought I was fine.
Yeah.
And it was really traumatic, I guess, definitely.
Bad. I feel bad we're like live streaming
No, it's
and I'm
fine.
making you like tell this story.
No,
and
I
I'm
love
live
it. I live for it. Trust me. Anyway, so that's what happened, and that's when I stopped drinking. That's when that's what really changed my entire life.
Okay.
Which is like, I just changed my entire life completely, I guess. Like, I started eating like really well.
Right.
I've never drank ever since.
Wow.
Just because like, I knew if I were to drink a lot or whatever, like I like to party, but like if I drank, then I wouldn't be able to walk correctly.
Holy
and then I
shit.
realized like, this isn't serving me. And that's when I really stopped everything, really. I was just like, changed my life when I was 31 years old. So I haven't drank in 4 years because that's when I got the diagnosis.
Wow.
And then they put me on immunosuppressant, so every 6 months. At the time, I was getting an infusion, so I'd go to the hospital and I would sit there, and then they would. There's this drug called Ocrevus that basically, as my other friend, my best friend Yvonne, who also got diagnosed a few years before me when I was living in San Francisco. I remember my best friend from. Yes, I broke down crying when he told me. I don't know why, but now in the grand scheme of things, I felt like there was something in the universe telling me like, you also have it. And then maybe not, but anyway, it was really synchronistic that my best friend also has it. So he's been a really great source, support system throughout this whole journey and stuff like that. Even when I was going through the attack, he was like, you're in the middle of attack, you need to like go to the hospital, like you need to like figure shit out. Like
I didn't know that it was like that.
Right. So, and what happens when you have an MS attack? It's usually something that triggers it. So for me, in that situation, it was COVID because you can anything
so
could
it's like
trigger.
stress related?
It's your immune system was like, my immune system fought off COVID no problem, but then my immune system was like freaking out and was like, oh, you remember you learned this trick on how to attack yourself when you got mono when you were 12 years old? We're gonna like you're triggered now, and now
Because you got COVID and then you got MS?
No. I always had MS, but it was just dormant until something triggered it, like COVID. So once my immune system finished attacking COVID, my immune system remembered, because the B cells were like, oh, remember this trick that we learned when you were 12 or 13? We're gonna remember that now that we've been activated, and we're gonna attack your immune system. So we're gonna give you an MS attack. And with that said, I remember I was in Maui, and I must have been 20 something years old, and I got a staph infection, and that's
I've had those too.
Yeah, so a staph infection came, I fought it off, but I remember driving the car, my Volkswagen, and telling Emily, I'm like, man, my left leg feels like it's sunburned, like it's like something's happening, like I don't know, it's really weird. And then she was like, that's strange, you should go see a doctor. So I did. I went to see a doctor, and the doctor was like, I don't know, man, it's like, and I was like, have all these like sensations.